I get to the third row and I hear this meow. Excuse me? Excuse me?
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you yet another ridiculous video that shows the absolute fallen state of public K-12 school. Now, apparently a teacher, a sub by the way, she's in class, taking roll, and then she hears cat noises coming from the class. She's looking around and ain't no cats. So what's going on? What happened? Now, before I get into it, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you'll see and hear what she said. You'll hear her whole take on the whole situation. But after we get done with that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what she said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep detailed analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Okay, I've got to rant for a minute. Just when I thought school couldn't get any weirder, it did today. I'm a sub, and the most important thing we do is take roll so the school gets paid. So I'm looking at the seating chart as I'm going up and down the rows and marking who's here and who's not. I get to the third row and I hear this meow. Excuse me? Excuse me? I start looking on the ground. Go to the fourth row, everything's good. Go to the fifth row, everybody's there. Then I hear meow. I'm like, okay, what's up with that? Who's doing it? And this little girl in the very front row says, you have to meow back at him. He identifies as a cat. Are you kidding me? I said, is there a litter box in here somewhere? My sarcasm self probably shouldn't have said that. He gets up and he storms out of the classroom. And I'm like, rough. And of course, the entire class is laughing. And I think, no problem, no foul. I go to the office. You ready for this? You check out. They said, we no longer need your services if you can't identify with all the children in the classroom. And you wonder why they don't have any subs. I told the lady, I said, I didn't know cats were considered people. I thought they were pets. Another school off my list.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, I don't know where to begin. First of all, there's a big debate about this. Was that real? Was that fake? Did she make it up for the Instagrams, for the TikToks? I can't really call it. I think she's telling the truth. I went to her TikTok page to investigate, and she said it was a real story and whatnot. And the reason why she said it is because her son had a similar story. Well, she said that story was 100% real. Now, as far as did she get fired or not, I think what happened was she got an ultimatum. But it said, hey, if you can't identify them as a cat, or if you don't want to identify as a cat, we're going to let you go. Okay, we don't need you here anymore. So maybe she went ahead and just complied and said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to just start meowing in the classroom. I'm going to identify that boy or girl or whatever as a cat, whatever they want to be, right? So so she probably just went ahead and played along with the whole cat noise thing. Okay, now if it's me, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be meowing at you, making no dog noises or nothing like that. Okay, I ain't going to do it. All right, like you're not a little boy, like a 4-year-old, a toddler running around, drawing on walls with crayons and markers and whatnot. That's not you. You're in school. You have the ability to get up, go to class, eat your chicken sandwich or whatever by yourself. I'm not going to be meowing at you, all right? I'm just not going to do it. And you know what I blame for all this? Because I believe that story, by the way. I believe it 100%. But you know what I blame? I blame places like TikTok and social media and all this LGBTQ, LMNOP woke stuff. Okay, now I'm not saying if you're LGBT that you got to identify as an animal. Okay, you have kind of like normies that happen to be LGBT, but don't get involved in the nonsense. You know what I mean? Like I met a lot of you guys that are LGBT and you're totally fine. You're totally cool. Like, I don't care what you do in your house privately behind closed doors, because I can't really, how can I know what you really do? That's your business. Quite frankly, that's not my concern. However, just be normal, right? I don't care what you identify as, but don't come out your house and start barking at me. It's like, sir, you are a human being. You are a bipedal, mouth-breathing human, okay? If you're coming up on me, trying to hump my leg and barking all on me and slobbing and drooling on the ground, I'm calling the authorities, right? I'm calling the authorities, immediately. I don't want you anywhere around me because something's wrong with you. Okay, you might need to go to the mental hospital, see a therapist or something, but don't be on me trying to hunt my leg talking about woof woof. Okay, no sir, how about back before I pull my pistol out? But anyway, I'll move on. The whole point is that if you are a human, just be regular. You might be a little eccentric or a little odd, but I'm not gonna be meowing at you. All right. Now I heard another story about some kitty litter being in the bathroom. They said the kitty litter story was false. But the fact that we think that it could be true is a problem. Okay. Like it shouldn't even be. If this was 20 years ago, you would not hear about somebody meowing in class and being dead serious with it. If they're doing something like that, it was a troll, the substitute teacher. It wasn't to be like identify as a cat and you got to play along. That would never happen unless you're in some kind of mentally challenged class. Then that'll make sense, okay? Because there's mental problems there. But if you're in a regular class and the kid starts meowing, that's not normal. And you shouldn't really play along. That shouldn't be how it goes at all. Right? So it's just really weird. But shout out to the sub for coming out there and telling the truth. She had quite a few negative comments on that. But why? I mean, why be mad at her? And the funniest, well, I won't say funniest, the most, I would say, disturbing comments were those that were trying to defend the student, talking about, oh, you made fun of the student and you're screaming and stuff like that. It's like, what? If you're a student who thinks you're a cat, something's wrong. You need to get help. Okay? Like, I don't understand why that's like a taboo thing to say. If I identify as an attack helicopter, like, what am I gonna, if I'm in class, right? How am I really gonna be in there? Am I gonna be like making propeller noises, making gunshot noises, boom, boom, bang, bang, brrr, like, am I gonna be doing that in class? That's disruptive. Okay, you're in class to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? The 3 R's. Okay, I know it's arithmetic, but just be cool, right? You're in class for very specific reasons, not to be in there trying to play along with whatever kind of weird thing you got going on with yourself. Okay, but again, I blame social media. I blame all these people saying, hey, you could do whatever you want to do, be whatever you want to be. It's not really going to go too well. So, yeah, shout out to her. And hopefully she does not have any more stories like that. Hopefully she's not going to class wearing a furry outfit to identify as a cat to keep her job. That would not be too kosher at all. That's not really a good thing for her to be doing. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what's happening here with the sub having to identify as a cat to keep her job? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. Just be regular. Stop being so weird. You can be weird to a certain extent, and that's fine. That's called being eccentric or just having a personality. You don't got to be like everybody else, but at least be a human being, right? Ain't no animals allowed in school, I don't suppose. Like, I don't think you have emotional support cats or anything of that nature inside the school. All right, you're in there trying to learn your ABCs 1, 2, 3s, and you're hearing me. I'm coming from the guy sitting right next to you. That's not really okay. And you know what happens? When that's allowed, when it's permitted and kind of promoted, other kids do it. Not because they think they are a cat, really. It's because it's cool. Hey, I want to be a cat too. Meow, bark, bark. That's what they want to do, right? That's how kids are, which is why I say that kids should not be able to decide certain things like, you know what, I want to be trans. I want to identify as something else, because they may not feel that way in a month. All right. Kids go through phases. They go through things because they're kids. Rather than just kind of coddling their behavior, rather than just saying it's okay, you got to kind of correct it. So that's called raising kids. All right. Now, if you want kids to be raised by wolves and not to have parents, that's something else. Leave them in the jungle. See how that works. But if you're raising children, you have to impute in them the correct things. If you don't have that, then how are they really going to succeed in life? But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.